What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, you guys? So we are back again for another episode review of Power Book 4 Force. Okay. This is season 1, episode 8. Baby, we coming down to the wire. Well, we got 2 more episodes. I don't even think an episode is coming on next week either. I looked on my guide and all I saw was some reruns of some other stuff. But hey, it is what it is. But let's just get up into this episode. So we start off with Tommy going to Miss Lady drug dealer at the body shop, and then the Jewish drug dealer popping up, and basically he was like $55,000 a kilo for this new Dahlia, okay? And they was like, wait a minute, what? That's a lot. That's a lot for a drug that glow in the dark and all that stuff. Baby, he said, listen, the drug don't glow no more. And it was like, well, if we paying, that's what we want. We want the stuff that glow. Okay, and how do we know that it's the same effectiveness? He was like, go ahead and test it out, because first of all, I don't lie and I don't cheat my people about what they do. And so her people, he tried it. It hit him, and they was like, okay, cool. Let's go ahead and take it. 55,000 a key. Give us 3. Both of them got 3. I said that's 6 right there. How much money was that they just got made? Let me do the math. 55,000 times 6. Jeez, that's almost half a meal. But anyway, moving on from that. I said, okay, cool. See, Tommy, he out here working. He out here trying to get this product out in the street. He was talking to Liliana about everything that's going on, and he basically come to the conclusion that they need a new cook. They need a new cook because the demand for everything is going up, and he's going to be running out. And so at first they wanted to keep old girl on for like 24 hours. Like, girl, no, don't do that. You're going to burn her out. But since the demand keeps going on so high, we need to bring somebody else in. And, she was like, well, is it somebody from New York that you finna bring in that you can trust? He said, nah, ain't nobody out there in New York. Them bridges is gone, okay? Those connections all gone. She was like, well, who is it out here that you can trust in Chicago? He said, that's the $1 million question. Meanwhile, he going over there to, what's her name? Claudia, to see what's good with her. And she feeling some type of way about the fact that, he running the business a little bit more than she is. And I'm just sitting here like, Claudia, just do what you got to do. He is more experienced in this. Yes, you experienced for the simple fact that your father grew up in this game. This is part of your legacy. You seen your daddy probably doing this drug game type of stuff or whatever. But at the same time, Tommy has literally been in the trenches, been in the streets, selling it or whatever. So that's what it was. She was trying to get CBI pulled up in it. He said he don't want CBI in it just yet. Diamond is his boy, but it's Janard that's the problem. See, Tommy never really said that he had a real issue with Janard, the way that Janard has been very vocal about him. But Tommy can already see that Janard is a problem just now from we seeing in this episode. And I was just like, yeah, when Diamond finally say that he want to get on board, because Diamond has already expressed a little bit of interest in it, he gonna get on board. But other than that, he just gonna wait and see what it is, and they just gonna have to find another person or whatever to do what it is. Meanwhile, we found out that Walter got lung cancer, stage 1, and they called it at the beginning, which was like, a miracle for him, because the way that he was passing the fuck out, the way that he was coughing up half of a goddamn lung, you would have thought that it was more than that. I really thought that it was advanced, okay? Come to find out, it's just stage 1, and, the oncologist is trying to tell him, listen, we caught it early. We can do something about it. You don't have to die. You're not going to die today. You're not going to die tomorrow. You're probably not going to die for a while. It is nowhere near what's going on or what happened to your wife, because she died from cancer as well. And of course, when you hear something like that, you gonna feel a type of way. So that's why he had this little shock look on his face or whatever. Meanwhile, you get Tommy over there talking to PJ. What's his name? JB. Okay, his brother. Tommy with his brother, and they trying to, fix this house up. And I'm like, you're in debt with all this. You like damn near $300,000 in debt but yet you can still find time to put money into this old ass house because they stripping the floors and all this stuff. I don't know what he's about to do with the house or whatever, but he's clearly frustrated. He gets a phone call, he doesn't answer it. Tommy trying to see what's going on. He's being real short with Tommy. Tommy like, damn, I'm just trying to have a conversation. You know, I ask the question, you respond. That's what a conversation does, right? And he just want to know what's going on with him because, you know, we already saw that JB, at first he did not want to get a part of Tommy's dirty money, you know, when he tried to give him that 25K earlier in the season, but then he's asking about, you know, the fact that he is in a drug gang. Can he do something, you know, just do a little something, but then Tommy wants him away from it. But now, you know, he's frustrated because bills is piling up, he's in debt, he got to pay this off, the daddy needs a heart pace or whatever, and it's just a lot that's going on. So now Tommy just get this crazy look up in his face, and JB was like, what's going on with that? What's that? And he was like, how good were you in school with chemistry? So now we're about to get JB pulled onto the team. Of course, you know, Tommy had to go and tell Liliana that, you know, JB finna be a part of the team. Okay, JB is my brother, and you know, I like you because you're a professional criminal, and that's cool. She was like, oh, thank you, that's such a good compliment. I said, you know what, you gotta find the funny in the good and everything, okay? But she was like, all right, I mean, you pulling him onto the team. First of all, how long have you known that you had a brother? He said, bitch, I had this brother all my life. She was like, no. How long have you known of him? And he was like, you know, not that long, but he was like, I can trust him. And, you know, she said, ain't nobody gonna say nothing about the fact that y'all two look alike because y'all both white or whatever. He said, no, they're not gonna say anything, okay? Because that's not the case, you know? She was like, I mean, hell, if that's what you wanna do, that's what you wanna do, okay? I ain't got no say in it. That's what it is. It is what it is, okay? You found another cook, that's what's gonna happen. Meanwhile, you get Janard, he's getting his face, you know, he getting a little shade by Diamond. Now the whole time I was looking, I was like, oh, I'd be scared. I said, Janard, you really gonna let that man cut you up? You know what I'm saying? After all the shady stuff that you doing, you not scared that he's gonna find out what you doing? And this could have been that moment where he actually found out what you was up to, and he could have used this. It was giving me very much Mr. and Celie when Celie was about to cut that neck when she was fed the fuck up, but it was calm. I was like, oh, let me not go off the deep end like that. My baby ain't no psycho like that. He ain't no murderer like that. He ain't gonna do that to his own brother. Janard to do that to him, but he ain't gonna do that to his own brother, you know? So he having a little chit chat or whatever. He said, listen, now let me tell you, ask you this question in a hypothetical sense. If I wasn't here and you was still here as the leader of CBI, what would be the next move that you do? You know, he started going back and talking about what he used to do. He was like, no. I'm talking about what you would do now. Janard is all about this new drug. Janard is all about the Dahlia. And, you know, Diamond is like, I understand that, but it's just too much. It's too much. It's too much with that. We don't know the effects. We don't know nothing else about that, you know, because what we have that's going on right now, and I know you probably think that I'm a little stubborn, I'm a little slow to catch up to speed or whatever, but ever since I got out of jail, stuff been going good, you know. We've been back in business, we've been back on the streets, we've been, you know, everything been going good. We got the serve pipeline and everything, so, you know, I just don't know about this Dahlia thing, but at the same time, Janard, you know, he was having this, conversation, and he kind of made it seem like, you know, you like the big brother and you do what you got to do, and you know, I'm gonna be with you, you gonna be the head until the very end. And the way that he said that was just so ominous to me, like, what are you planning? And I think Diamond kind of caught on to it a little bit because it didn't flow like to me like, yeah, you know, you my big brother, I'm gonna be with you from the end, you know, we was here from the beginning, I'm gonna be there with you to the end. It was almost like, yeah, I'm gonna be there with you to the end because you're gonna be ended by my hand. That's what it was feeling like, because we know what the deal is. But meanwhile, we get this meeting with Claudia. Claudia then met up with her daddy, and Walter basically said, so Claudia, what the hell going on with you? She's like, Doc, Dog, whatever do you mean? I like Claudia. I don't know why. I like Claudia. Maybe because, Claudia is a boss bitch for the most part. The bitch kind of crazy, but she kind of keeping it in. But, people kind of doubting her because she's a woman and she's in this oppressive ass type of situation at home. Let me tell you something. Walter kids hate him. Okay, I'm going to just put that out there like that. Walter kids hate him. Vic hate his ass because he won't allow him to love who he want to love. Okay, I'm just so glad that Vic didn't come out and say that he was gay, because Walter probably would have killed his ass, all right? I mean, you can be with a other person of another race, but bitch, just don't be gay, because he just gives me that teeth. If he doing all of this because he was with a black woman, wow, what if he was with a man? Okay, that really would have been set him off, And I'm just sitting here like, he gonna kill him because of that. Then you got Claudia because, listen, he looks his nose down on her because she's a woman and think that she can't be in this business, or in his mind, he probably feeling like he protecting her, but yet you really not, and you actually degrading her. The way that you speak to her like she's not even your daughter, the way that you use her, you make her use her sexuality and stuff, and then you basically telling her whatever the fuck it is that you got going on, I'ma find out about it and I'ma stump on that shit. She said you could put your boot on that, but bitch, I'm gonna come after you and I'm gonna fuck you up, okay? And then they gonna call her, say you stupid, just like your brother. I said, you know what? And you want us to respect you and to run this company when you dead and gone, but yet you talking to us like that? I said, Claudia, you should have spit in his face, okay? You should have spit in his face. And now we get to Officer Ben again, okay? I know you wish you would have thought about this before you begin. Listen, he outside manning his business. I said, where is this police department at? I ain't never seen this one. Y'all know, I just realized that by my job, it's a big ass. And when I say a big ass police department right there by my job, I said, oh, no wonder why this area didn't turn so uppity, because y'all got the whole fucking force right down here down the street. I said, oh, okay. And I mean, fancy as fuck. I was like, all right, if you say so. Bitch, this other cop come up behind him, detective. He was like, yo, Ben again. So how long has it been since you've been working with Flynn? He was like, oh, shit. He was like, you know what? I just got a whole bunch of bills paid. My sister. He was like, no, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I ain't gonna do you like that. White guy, too. I ain't gonna do you like that or whatever. But what I need from you is, I need a cut. I ain't gonna, fuck your shit up, but I need a cut. I ain't gonna put you out there to dry. I ain't gonna trick on you or whatever, but I need a cut. He was like, how much you getting from him? He said, like 100K. I said, why would you tell him exactly what you getting, first of all? Second of all, you should have just went on ahead and been like, like 25, whatever. So he could have been like, well, you gonna kick me over 10. Because this motherfucker said, you gonna kick me over 50K in the next 2 weeks. And then we'll go from there. I said, what? He said, how the hell am I supposed to support my goddamn sister with 50K? He said, bitch, I don't know. And that ain't my problem. But you gonna have to figure this out. And that's what it is. I said, see, ain't nobody tell you to start fucking around with these people, And I really don't feel sorry for him. That's what you get. That's what you get. You should have rolled with CBI, okay? You should have rolled with CBI. I know you feel some way about Damon, and you feel like he the one that did something to your sister. I'm pretty sure Keisha is the sister that got fucked up. But that ain't his business. I'm just saying, never go on the other side, because they will fuck you over 10 times worse. So Ben again meet up with Vic, right? And he basically told Ben again, I need you to find out who got this new drug on the street, this Dahlia shit. And I need you to take them out because they fucking up my business, all right? I said, oh my God, you about to take out your sister. Here come Ben again. I mean, if I'm going to do this because this extra, because I don't do nothing with the drug shit or whatever, and you asking me to, lock them up, take them out or whatever, read between the lines, or whatever, I want to interpret it, you're going to have to give me some more money. He said, I already got it. I said, ooh, well, maybe this might work out in the end for you, Ben, again, okay? And you won't have to begin again. Moving on from that, you got Janard up in there talking to Black, okay? And they talking about this Dahlia has taken over and everybody is getting a piece of the pie, but yet they not, okay? And of course, Janard, he about his money, he about elevating, he thinking about hopping on the newest trend all the fucking time and not weighing the pros and the cons. He just see money that they losing, all right? And he said, you know what? You need to get put out there 20K for anybody that can find me where the source is coming from and all this shit. I said, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? It's a mystery. It's a mystery for a reason, all right? Meanwhile, you get Vic calling, going down there to Walter, okay? And basically, he said, listen, I want you to find out what your sister doing, okay? Because she gonna fuck around, get herself hurt. And I need you to find out what the fuck it is that she doing before I can squash that shit. He said, listen, so when I find out what you want me to do, you want me to give you the information for what? For what? All right, well, let me tell you this. You want me to do all of that? But see, I'm going to be with Gloria. And once you can understand that, then I do what you say. I said, oh, these kids is not playing around with Walter no more. I said, Vic, just hit him in the chest, okay? Just hit him in the chest. He can't breathe as it is, all right? He can't breathe as it is. That's all you need to do. Because Vic said, so you want me to do all this with Gloria? I mean, with Claudia, but then you can't accept the fact that I'm with Gloria. So when the fuck you gonna sit down there and you gonna tell Claudia that you sick? Oh, she don't need to know. I said she don't need to know. She don't need to know. She said, well, when you do that, then I do what you ask, okay? I said, oh, wow. The kids are like speaking up right now. And speaking of the dead, oh, may we rest in peace to Miriam, okay? We seen Miriam like 3 times this whole season. She was part of the reason why Tommy stopped in Chicago. Just a slight reason. You know, JB is in the hospital because remember last week they said that she had a stroke or an aneurysm or something like that. And then she was in a hospital. He was talking to her. Sweet grandma, I love you every month. I'm here for you, boo-boo. Okay, so he leave out the room, go to the nurse's desk and was like, who did they have as her next of kin, like her emergency contact or whatever? And before she can even get the information, girl, they called her Cold Blue. Cold Blue, Cold Blue, Cold Blue. They go running. I said, which room they running to? Bitch, it was Miriam. Miriam just said, I'm out of here. It's too much. Miriam said, peace. I done got my closure. My grandbaby that came in here and said hello, goodbye, and now it's time for me to go on to yonder. And that is exactly what she did. All right. Meanwhile, JB come up in there. Tommy had came over there to see JB and was like, what happened? And he was like, I don't know. Like, listen, I was talking to her. Next thing you know, she just died. I don't know. It's not funny. But that's just basically how it was, because when I tell you, I don't know if it's because men don't show emotions, but they barely showed emotions, all right? And Tommy was trying. I said, this is probably the worst actor that I've ever seen, the actor that played Tommy do. I was like, you really trying to make it seem like you care? He was like, what's going on? Like, what happened? I said, now you could have put a little bit more feeling up in there. You ain't really know that lady like that. So I guess you was trying to fake like you care, but I'm pretty sure he did care, but he couldn't evoke those emotions that we can actually feel that he cared. And JB was like, I know you got your issues with mama, but it's about time that we call that lady down here and tell her that her mama did. Okay. He was like, no. He was like, yes. Okay, here goes some stuff that you can put on the thumb drive or whatever with all our pictures and y'all memories or whatever that you want, but it's about time to call our mother. I said, oh, you put that hour on there. Okay. Yours, mine's, and ours. All right. Meanwhile, I said I want to see Kate. Baby, this show cannot end. This season cannot end without Kate popping up. All right? Because I'm telling you, if Kate pop up, oh, that is going to be a whole nother thing. A whole nother book of mess. Meanwhile, you got Liliana and the chemist, Miss Gurley, the chef. They up in there. She tired because, she been working on this drug stuff. And they get into this conversation about, why Liliana staying up in the game and, isn't she used to doing this? And she said, no, because when I was up in New York and I was working with the people that I was working with back in the day, they didn't have me doing this, okay? I was like the courier, you know what I'm saying? But, push come to shove, I got to do what I got to do. And she was like, is that why and how you got the little scar on your face? She said, yeah. And she said, after you got that ain't make you want to get out. She said, no, it was in my blood. You know what I'm saying? I done got bones shattered, bones exploding, back broken, face cut the fuck up, burnt the fuck up, all this type of shit, bitch, shot at right here. I said, damn, I forgot Liliana did get shot. And the bitch still rolling around like ain't nothing happened. And the wound still healing. I said, ew. Now me, my ass would have been laid up in the bed until it healed completely up. I don't milk the tan, bitch. Girl, when you in the drug gang, you in the street gang, you street like ain't no days off, bitch. I don't want that type of life. Well, when I say I need a day off, bitch, I need a day off. Don't call me. Don't expect me to come in. But, Miss Kim's girl said, oh, you lucky. You must be just really lucky. She said, ain't no, Liliana got real pissed. Like, she got like, oh, all up in her chest and everything. I was like, calm down, Liliana. She was just saying, you lucky a little bit. She was like, this the street gang. Ain't no luck up in this gang, okay? Luck can run the fuck out. Do you know what I mean? I said, oh, what are you trying to say to Miss Girl? Because Miss Girl caught it. She was like, oh, okay, I get it. I got to stay on my P's and Q's because my luck can run out and I can be next and be gone, right? That's what you're trying to say? I said, Liliana, calm down, calm down, calm down. Miss Girl don't know nothing, all right? Meanwhile, Walter didn't call Tommy down there. And I'm going to say this. I am so glad Stars has subtitles because I watch this show with subtitles on there. Well, I watch most of my TV shows with subtitles, but baby, this is one of those times where it truly comes into handy because when Walter be talking shite, okay, I be like, what the fuck is he saying? Now, when he started giving this whole little background about how he was up in Ireland and whatever happened to his daddy was a goddamn drunk, and then the mom and the daddy wasn't there, and then he was left, and he was Catholic with his brother, and they had to fight off the Protestants, and, he really wasn't about that. He didn't care about that. He just liked the violence, and then he came over here to America, came to Chicago, and he fell in love with it. He found his wife, had his kids, and yada, yada, yada. Baby, had I not seen that subtitles, I wouldn't know what the fuck he was saying. I said, this is an authentic ass. I said, now, bitch, when I was looking at Sons of Anarchy, was his accent that damn thick on there? And, baby, if you ain't never seen Sons of Anarchy, please go watch it. That was a show. That was a show. And The Mayans is a spinoff from that comes on FX, and the new season is coming on. Y'all should watch that, too. Good TV show. Good TV show if you into all that biker gang violence and all that stuff. It's really good. But I was like, oh my goodness, what you got Tommy here for? We don't need. I hate when we go meet up with somebody and they want to give me a backstory to their life. I didn't ask that. Could you just tell me right off the back what the fuck you want? Baby, he want Tommy to join up with his organization. I said, for what? Tommy said, nah, bitch. I think the way you roll when we had that last meetup, and I'm just not here for you. I'd be damned if I even fuck around with your ass. It's just never gonna happen, okay? And he started talking about his son, and he was like, you keep my son breathing and all this stuff. I don't know what you doing, but for some reason how you got your hands up in the mix or whatever, but yet you keep my son breathing. That's something, huh? And at this point, Walter started talking about, remember when we had that meeting, it was the look on Gloria's face when you came in and she saw your ass, realizing that both the men that she was fucking is up in there. I wish I'd keep your ass on team so that she can have that play all over again. I said, excuse me. And he said, you know what? The reason why your ass is going down is not because of your goddamn kid, because of your kids. It's because of you. You up here talking about Gloria and your son. Your son and Gloria, real life, love each other. Like that undeniable, you ain't breaking shit up type of love. When I tell you Tommy read that man for fucking filth without truly reading him, he just gave him the facts. You the one that's pushing your kids away. He is not going to stop loving that lady. Whatever it is that you're going to do, it's not going to work, okay? And the people the thing that's fucking shit up, it's not them that you got to worry about. It's you that you running from. I said, ooh, Tommy, you got to tell that man what you got to say, okay? Throw that truth in his face like this. That's exactly what he did. And he turned around and he walked off. Meanwhile, here come Claudia ass coming up in CBI headquarters up there bothering my man. My man is up there trying to sweep the shop up because, health inspections coming up in there. People want to be bitches and shit and try to set him up, probably send him back in jail or whatever, shut the shop down because they say, oh, you got a piece of hair right there when it's supposed to be gone. Baby, this is a barber shop, okay? Hair is going to be on the floor. Don't do that, all right? She come up in there talking about some, she want to partner with him, give him a little bit of situation or whatever, and give him 10%. He said, bitch, now who are you working with? She said, what does that matter? He said, because I know you got to be working for somebody that says, if you offer me only 10% of the shit, and obviously they don't know that you here, you going behind their back. So therefore, no, you can get your ass out. And I was like, oh, yes, that's what you do. Because once you find out that it's Tommy, it's going to be trouble. And when Tommy found out that Claudia did this shit, I won't damn in a trick. Because maybe Claudia do need to be tuned the fuck up a little bit, because she get besides herself. All right, you is new to this part of the game. Okay, I know you itching to be in control of stuff because your daddy got you under his bootstraps and shit. But damn, bitch, calm the fuck down and listen to what Tommy got to say. Okay, move. You gotta move smart, not dumb. That man just said what he said about CBI, and you gonna go right up in there behind his back and go and talk to him. Ew. Meanwhile, Paulie came up in there talking to Walter. Like, when you gonna tell them kids that you sick, okay? Because he found out, he told him, yeah, the doctor found some shit on me, okay? Yeah, I'm sick as fuck or whatever. And it was like, you know what? We gotta get on, we need to go ahead and jump on this whole new stuff that's out there. He was like, it's new and we don't need to jump on new shit, okay? Why can't we stay on what's been working for the past 30 years? He was like, listen, we keep it up, it might not even be no more legacy, okay? The way that you treating the kids, you want them to work for you and you want them to continue this stuff on, but yet the way that you treat them, you pushing them further away. Ever since the wife died, you've been pushing them further away. And it was like, you know, Vic ain't ready to run this organization. And he said, Paulie was like, what if it's somebody else that's ready to run it? And he was like, you know what? The power's back at home. How would they feel and look at us if we put a woman in charge? Paulie said, well, bitch, you put a goddamn Polish man as your second hand, so what they got to do with it? I'm sitting here like, you know what? Can we just take risks? Can we take risks? And I'm pretty sure Walter knows that girl got it in her. And he probably scared because he know that she probably would do a damn better job than he has ever done. And I'm just like, you know what? That's cool or whatever. And Paulie was about to walk away, right? And then Walter said, you know what? Take that hit off of Gloria. Call that hit off. I said, excuse the fuck out of me? You really was gonna have that lady taken out? Wow, and your son was really gonna hate you then, because he it's not gonna be hard for him to figure out that it was you that did it. And he was like, Paulie said, Walter, I never did it. He said, see, that's why you my second-hand man. I said, bitch, now Walter, you need your ass beat. Somebody kick him in his chest. So Tommy had to roll up on Vic and let him know, listen, you need to go ahead and take Gloria and get the hell up out of here, because your daddy plan on taking that ass out, okay? Take this car. It ain't got no GPS on it or whatever, but take her and leave. He was like, how can I trust you? Nigga, just go, okay? Like, why would I put her life in danger? I was fucking her too. That's what I would have been like, you know, but he was trying to let him know, you need to protect that girl. Protect her. I said, oh, that's weed. Meanwhile, you got Andre, what's her name? Adrian. Yo, Adrian. I don't know why it took me so long to get that. Okay, like I could have did that in the beginning. But she caught her ass up in there, like, talking to my man, looking at his barbershop and everything. They down there in the basement. And he was like, so what's good? Okay, what you really here for? You know what I'm saying? Because you Google me, bitch, you know, everything is such a click away on the internet. Like, you can Google anybody and find out who they is. And that's how I did you. You know, I found out who you were, okay, just like you did me. You know, you was in my booth that day for what reason? Listen. Okay, I am a reporter, and I was gonna be doing this report on fallen nations of Chicago. You know, these gangs out here without no leaders or whatever. Okay, but it's my editor. She the one that want to take the story about you. I never had any intentions of talking to you or anybody. I was supposed to be talking to somebody from CBI, a young boy from CBI, but he never showed up that day, so that's why I was in the booth. He said, so who was it? It was Elijah. I said, well, shit, he dead now, so, you know, there that is. Meanwhile, I was just like, you know what, Miss Girly, it's too much of a liability, because he even said, so what, you trying to fuck your way to me or whatever? She said, I don't fuck for stories, you know, but I really think that she do kind of like my man. and he still gotta put his guards up. Away, I said, don't trust the bitch. Just let her go for right now. Put her on ice for right now, because we can't trust the situation. Okay, let's not think with our little heads. We gotta think with our big heads this time. Okay, if you feel it in your heart that you can't trust it, baby, just move on, and I'll be on your side with you. Meanwhile, Tommy's sitting there looking at all the stuff that JB gave him. That was at Miriam's house, and it was some old stuff that they had when he was a kid, and it was a thumb drive, and he put it into the little thing, trying to look at it on a tablet, and it was Kate and him as a baby. And he was like, oh, and he cut that shit off. I said, oh, we didn't even look at it for a whole minute. Tommy, you couldn't even give us a minute. Tommy said, fuck this shit, and put it in a barrel that was up in the house that was built in, and made sure that shit was hammered down, that you couldn't pop that bitch open. I said, damn, you really don't fuck with Kate. It's understandable, but shit, bitch, I really need Kate to turn up to just tear shit up. So he leaves out, and he goes to Claudia, talking about, you're gonna have to have it's a good thing you got this big old space, because you got a whole bunch of money to count. And so her whole thing is, I know I started this whole thing, and I said I wanted to take a back seat to the organization, like being out in front. But I think now I need to be out in front. I think I need to change that. He was like, if you want to be out in front, do that. Like, if you want to be known, go ahead and do that. And you know, she was like, but what about my dad? If he finds out what's going on, he gonna try to take my business from me. He said this is a drug game. It's a street life. That's what happened. You always got to be prepared. And let me just tell you this. You can do the clubs. I can stay in the streets. But at the end of the day, if your daddy come after your business, which is my business, ain't nothing gonna stop me from taking that motherfucker out. He basically said that to her. And I said, you know what, Claudia? You might as well just say, okay. That's just a price to pay. Meanwhile, Vic go over there to Gloria's place, and Gloria is actually there. I said, oh, so we home now. She was like, yes. I just had to clear my head or whatever. He was like, okay, cool, cool, cool. So now that you back, let me just tell you this. I want you forever. And how about we just pick up and we go somewhere, that my father can't find us. Like, we literally just leave Illinois today. Like, I come back for you in a couple of hours. I done sold the land that I got for us, and we could just get up out of here. He was like, I'm serious. She was like, for real? He was like, yes. She was like, okay. I said, girl, it was that easy? Oh, you just in love, huh? I don't understand it, but all right, y'all fake ass Romeo and Juliet assholes, head ass. But okay, that was cute. So they finna get ready to go, do what they gotta do. Meanwhile, we get Tommy and D-Mac. D-Mac is up there hiding, but Tommy see him. He was like, damn, how you see me? He was like, listen, boy, I'm skilled in this shit. What you want? What information you got for me today? He was like, I really ain't got nothing. He was like, you ain't working over there with CBI. Why you ain't with them? I mean, I ain't really working with them like that. I kind of bagged off a little bit. He was like, I'm just trying to see what you into. Like, let me get down with team with you. And I was like, oh, I don't know. I feel like he's getting attached to Tommy, like he's looking up to him, because it just gives me that feel like he kind of feel a closeness to him. I don't know why. Like, I understand that he saw that he was talking to JB, but because Tommy is white and JB is black presenting, and I say black presenting because when you look at him, he looks like a regular black guy. You can't really tell if he's biracial or not. So that's why I said that. So no offense if anybody take it that way, but he looks black, 100%. Okay, like he's got two black parents, and it's like, that's your daddy friend. That's what I would have thought, like that's your daddy friend or somebody that he associate with. But for some reason with D-Mac, it feels like he knows that Tommy is more than just a friend, like a family member or something. He's like already developing this movement where he want to be close to Tommy. He want to work for Tommy. He's telling Tommy, I'm good with numbers, and the boy can multiply big numbers in his head, divide big numbers. He did that big ass math. See, that math problem would have took my ass out when I was in school, because girl, I can't stand math. I'm good at it for the most part, but bitch, if I ain't got to do it, I will run away from it. I will not steer towards it. Okay, I was like, oh, now back that shit up. Now if Tommy had 5 apples and then Billy came over and added 3, gave him 3, And then Susie came over and took two of them. Bitch, how many more apples did Tommy get? Good, I don't know. Give me a piece of paper so I can write this shit down. That boy said, I said, what in the right man is going on? The little boy is smart. He said, listen, when I was up in school, they said the teachers used to say I was dumb, okay? And I wasn't dumb. And because he was like, I didn't start reading until I was 6 years old. I said, wait a minute, what? Okay. You know, he said, listen, it's because numbers was all up in my head. And when he said that, I said, is he a little autistic? You know, he could be a certain type of, you know, autism or whatever. Or, you know, could be a little bit of dyslexia or whatever. He could have been something. But the boy is super smart. See, this is why we got to stop looking at these kids and thinking that automatically if they troubled in school or whatever, that they dumb and they need to go into remedial classes and they don't even be it. They just be having behavior issues sometimes. And I'm saying that because I seen that in the first episode of Atlanta, the season premiere. Bitch, that was a mess, okay? That was a mess. Anyway, that really had me going. But moving on from there, he was like, okay, cool, you on a team. You on a team. I think I got a place for you. Meanwhile, JB over there at the crib talking to Liliana, and Liliana is getting her panties wet over JB. She was like, say my name one more time. He was like, Liliana. I said, bitch, you like dick for real. I didn't even get that tease from you like that. She was like, yeah, I mean, I want his. I was like, oh my God. She was like, you gonna be up here playing your saxophone or whatever. Tommy said, bitch, this ain't what we playing, okay? He gonna be up in here cooking shit. That's what he gonna be doing because we need the help. Meanwhile, you know, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna make that cake. You see what I did there? Here go Liliana. I did. I said, now, Liliana, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. All right. Moving on from there, after all of that happened, you got Black coming down there to Janard, Black and Marshall, punk ass, coming down there to Janard, telling him it's the people, them pilgrims from the Mayflower, that the ones selling that drugs and got the putting that Dahlia out there. He was like, the Mayflower pilgrims. He was like, yeah, the dudes that be wearing them black long coats all day. They got the black hat on. They got the beards and stuff. He was like the Hasidic Jews. Y'all niggas really thought it was the... First of all, y'all need to take this money and go take it down to Chicago State and enroll into a goddamn history class, okay? Because that's what it is. And Marshall, you just need to go back to school. Because literally, Janard said it's $20K for anybody who can give me any information about who is selling this stuff. Who is putting this on the floor, out there in the street. Them two came with the answer. He said, so how do we split this $20K? I was with Black. Well, there's two of us, so $20K divided by 2 equals 10,000. I said, Black, you should have just said 15. You should have just said he get 5 and you get 15. He wouldn't have known the difference. I said, is he really that dumb? Is he really that dumb? Meanwhile, Vic is at his crib trying to get ready, you know. And Paulie comes over there. Now, see, Paulie, you had me fucked up right here in this scene just a little bit. He come over there, and at first it was cute. You know, he was trying to reassure him. You know, he's going to go down there and see his cousin, which was Paulie's son. You know, told him at one point, I wish I had a son like you. You know, anybody would be thankful for had a son like you. He said, I just wish my daddy could, you know, express that and show me that he do give a damn about me like that. But it's like everything I do is wrong and all this shit or whatever. Meanwhile, he was like, your daddy met up with Tommy. Tommy was over there at the crib. He asked him to join the organization. And he was like, see, I knew that motherfucker. And I said, hold up, Vic. Hold up, Vic. Think about it first. Think about it first. Okay? Now, what sense does it make to get you out the picture and get Tommy in? Tommy ain't never shown no signs and even said it in front of your face when you first saw him come up there to your daddy in that meeting that he ain't want nothing to do with your goddamn daddy. He wanted to take over. So why are you upset with Tommy? Tommy did not say nothing wrong. He did not lie to you or anything like that. And Paulie, your ass should have said, but Tommy declined. No, you just stood there. You just said, he want him to come to the organization. You know, I'm about family. I'm about family, but I'm about this family for sure. I said, now, Paulie, why you do that shit? Paulie want a goddamn cracker to be goddamn messy. I said, ain't this about a bitch? Now Vic about to probably go try to do something to Tommy and get himself killed. So Tommy comes back to the crib to check and see how JB is doing. Liliana give her little report. JB like, yeah, I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to make you proud, little bro. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I ain't gonna fuck this shit up. Meanwhile, Janard, he goes up there to one of them Hasidic Jews, okay, that work with old boy and was like, give me the package. He was like, what? He said, I know you work with so-and-so, give me the package. He said, hell no. Man, he said, you should have wished that you was a goddamn pilgrim. I said, now what they got to do with this? What they got to do with this, Janard? Janard pulled the gun out, and I was hoping that he would have been left looking stupid for what he about to do. And like, you really finna kill this man, which he did, and took his package. And I was like, oh, please let the drugs not be up in the package. But unfortunately, I think it really was, okay? Because next thing you know, he done killed this man, and he meeting up with cousin from Gary, okay? Marshall cousin from Gary. Freddie Gibbs. Why they got his eye like that? It is bothering me, and I feel so bad. That motherfucker is turning around in circles and shit like that. I'm like, where is it going? It's like it was trying to focus, and bitch, it'll go over here and then right here. I'll be like, oh my God, should I be laughing at this? Is it supposed to be comical like this? But basically, he told him, listen, fuck all that other shit that we told you. We're about to do this whole thing with this Dahlia right here. He said, we don't know nothing about this shit. And it's that new trend stuff or whatever. We ain't about trends. That shit gonna die the fuck out. Okay? He was like, no, you need to go ahead and taste it and see what it do. And I said, y'all so trusting. And the fact that you the leader and you gotta sit back and be the one that tests the shit. The homies in the back. I ain't finna test nothing I don't know. See, that's why the street life ain't for me. Because, bitch, no, that ain't for me, bitch. You test that shit. You want me to test it, so if something happen, I pass the fuck out, I die. Nah, I ain't finna be the sacrificial lamb. But them motherfuckers did it. And they got the ride of their life for 2 seconds. I said, oh, shit. So, of course, they down with it. He said, all you need to do is stand by and give us the bodies that we need, the soldiers that we need, just in case anybody try to stand between us and this drug. I said, okay, Janard, you gonna get yourself killed. Meanwhile, Victor, okay? Vic, he's still packing. He's still on that tip like he finna get out of the country, out of the city with Gloria. Like they just finna leave. He looking at the stuff. He got his bags. Then he looking at both of the car keys. He looking at the car keys that Tommy gave him. And then he looking at his keys. And he got it playing in his mind of what Paulie said. That motherfucker done met up with your daddy, and your daddy up here trying to get him to come into the organization. He was like, I knew that motherfucker couldn't be trusted. I said, no, bitch, take Tommy's car. What he do? He took his own damn car. I said, you know what? I just knew that something was going to happen because it was just too good to be true to get this motherfucker to just leave. He's not going to do that, okay? And we ain't even at the season finale yet. Bitch, it just had to be something else that was going on. So after that, Gloria and him is in the fucking car, and he was like, oh my God, Gloria Flynn, that has such a ring to it, don't it? And it's like, yes, and all this stuff. They just so happy, they just so in love and everything. Woo woo woo. Next thing you know, bitch, a car comes up and rams right into the side of him. And see, this was the whole reason why Tommy said, take this car, because they know what your car looked like. And at this point, Tommy was thinking about Flynn, the daddy, putting the hit out on Gloria. But see, Paulie never put that out there. So Tommy didn't know anything about that, even though, he was still warning Vic. But this time, we forgot that the Serbs are still on the case, because remember, Flynn went over there to fuck them up for, trying to fuck up his son. Okay? So here comes the Serbs. He gets out the car after ramming them, and then he just started blasting. Of course, he Vic, pushed Gloria down, trying to shield her or whatever, because he got a little injured in the head. But then when the gun started blazing, he knocked her down or whatever, and he did get like grazed with a bullet. I don't know if he got grazed or he truly got hit, but he got nicked or something, because I saw blood pop up off of him. One of them bullets touched him. Baby, when dude started running out of bullets, next thing you know, Vic looked up, put his gun through one of the bullet holes in the windshield. He started firing off. Blaze! Pop, 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 pop. Oh boy, get up in the car. Baby, when they roll off, I'm sitting here like, Gloria ain't with us no more. Gloria is not with us no more. Gloria then went on to Gloria. I said, you need to prepare yourself, Vic. He was like, baby, you okay? Baby, you okay? Gloria was like this. I said, damn. Sacrifice your lamb. I said, see, wow. Gloria, you should have stayed gone. You would have still been here. Gloria then went on to Glory. Damn. All right. I wasn't even sad. Okay. I just, me and Gloria never really connected like that, but I just knew she was going to be the one that was going to get it. I knew she was going to be. I said, Vic, I did not say that last week or a couple of weeks ago. Vic is going to get this lady killed. Okay. And that's exactly what fucking happened. Meanwhile, Tommy was looking, well, we see Lil D-Mac. He go to his little hiding place where he got his little memorabilia and his thoughts and stuff, a little picture of his daddy, and he put the money up in that little case, right? And he had it and he walks off. Tommy was looking, okay, and he came up on his stuff. He went on ahead looking at shit and he found that picture and he realized, well, that's my brother's son and that is my nephew. So there's the connection right there. And now because of this, it's making him think about Kate. So he go home, he looking at the picture with him and Kate when he was younger. And so he get on the phone, he called Kate. Meanwhile, we see her. I said, look at Kate, bitch. Kate still dressed like she in the 80s with them denim clothes on. I said, girl, hair and everything. I said, ma'am, it is 2021 when y'all recorded this. What is it that you got on, ma'am? Okay, this is not 1982, but you look good, mama. You look good. She said, hello, who is this? And he was like, it's your son. I said, oh, JB, bitch, it's him, not Tommy. Kate was like, oh my God. She was just looking like she seen the ghost, okay? I said, oh my goodness, Kate is coming. Come on, wreck shot, mama, because you about to give us some trouble. But that was Power. Y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.